Good morning, interwebs. It is 8:12 at night, and I'm just now picking up the camera, and I thought I'd show you all the pretty. Isn't it pretty? I caught it out the window from the kitchen, and just the moon. So pretty. And the field, that field across the way, that's got corn in it. And the corn, it's a-drying. So now we've got the pretty, I love when the colors do this. So we have the blues and a couple of shades of green and the gold and the brown. I really want to make a shawl or a number of shawls. I've actually been collecting pictures through the different seasons of the sky and of the landscape with, you know, the striping of all those things. And I eventually would like to make some shawls using those color palettes. Okay, time to reach up for the light. I keep thinking, so this fan, whoop, that's just bright. There's like the little thingies, you know, the pulls. And I keep thinking I should make something or something longer. In my office, I added stuff on because it keeps hurting my shoulder and back. Do you want back out, Kuma? It keeps hurting my shoulder and back to try and turn them on and off. Go. But in here, I'm worried if I put anything hanging off them, Steve's gonna hit his head. Or at least if I put anything that makes it worthwhile enough for me. So, I don't know. But today, I've been in a terrible mood all day. I woke up before my alarm went off. See, I went to bed, like I told you, at like 2-ish, and that worked out okay. And then I still woke up, though, before my alarm went off at 10. And, yeah, I was just in a bad mood, like, all day. Steve and I did go uptown, and we made our house payment, so woot woot, that's good. It's taken care of, and, yeah, being an adult. Adulting, woot woot. And we turned in some savings bonds. That was kind of a funny thing that we've had for years. His grandpa had given them to him when he was a kid, and he has been keeping them till they were mature, and they are finally mature. He's not, but his savings bonds are. So we went and put those in, and well, I guess he was mature because then we put that money toward our house payment. So, and yeah, then came home, hung out with Steve for just a little bit. I was making lunch, and then we got an alert on our phones that there was a fire, like, just up the road from us. So Steve had actually been in the shower at the time, and I came in, I'm like, there's a fire! So he rushed out of the shower and raced to the firehouse and went to the fire. And it was, they said there's a shed on fire, but there's not a shed on fire. A bunch of, like, junk around somebody's shed was on fire. He's like, they should have just gone out there with their garden hose. But instead, the fire department went out and put it out for them. I don't know. But it was all taken care of, and I'm glad we were able to respond, because we would hope that people would respond to us if we had the same need. So I did that, and then Steve got home, and I got to hang out with him for just a little bit, and then it was time for me to take the kids to dance. So we drove there, and then I took a little rest in the car and worked on some crocheting, and then we went to Walmart, and that was a quick trip, but we had to go because I needed to get sugar, because I can't do the applesauce without it. What else did I get? I got more jar lids in both sizes. We needed some more dish soap. And I got some more conditioner. Oh yeah, it was a very exciting. Oh, and some soap. Did I say soap? Anyway, it was a very exciting trip. It was very brisk, and that was good. There were a lot of people coming to the store about the time we were getting there. So I'm glad we were able to go in and out pretty quick. Then we came home. On the way, we stopped and got some icy treats at the gas station because the kids who had been well behaved, I decided needed to be rewarded, and the mom, who had been as well behaved as she could, deserved to as well. Then I came home. I just filmed the podcast. I need to edit it, obviously. Dinner is in the oven, and I'm just heating up some corn in the microwave, so that should be done here in just a minute. Then we'll eat and continue along with our night. I know it's 8 o'clock, but that's just the way it is. And the kids are soaking up the last minutes of sunshine outside. It's starting to get dark earlier and earlier, but I'm glad they're still enjoying those, like, the last minutes of outside. Today has been a chilly day. As you can see, I got to wear my hat. This is the alewife hat. I don't know if you can see it. This is probably a really flattering and funny angle. Soak it up. Corn's done. So this is the alewife hat. I made it for winter camp, I think. Maybe? Anyways, it is made out of hand spun that I bought at the Winter Wool Fest in Wamego 2 years ago. It was made by, I believe now she's called the Naughty Basset. I follow her on Instagram, but her feed is very little fibery stuff, though I know that she does fibery stuff. So, but I bought handspun from her, and I really love it. And this is one of my favorite hat patterns, actually. I like the way it fits my head. I've made one other, and I really need to make some more. But I find that this hat pattern really does lend itself to handspun. So if you have some handspun sitting around, and you're looking for something to do, or anything that's kind of thick and thin, this hat absorbs that thick and thinness nicely, and still gives you a nice fit. So, time to get dinner together. It is about 1:45, and I'm headed to bed. I got applesauce canned tonight and got myself set up to can applesauce and barbecue sauce tomorrow, so that is good. I'm just watching my podcast, like, exporting thing just put. I don't know. I've changed some things on how I'm saving things, hopefully to increase some quality, but I'm thinking that the reason I had been going with the quality level I was is because my computer liked it better. Poor thing. I think she's getting old. She doesn't seem to like the whole amount of work I seem to put her through, which is unfortunate because she's got to hold out for a while longer here. I did, in between when I was waiting for things to boil and waiting for things to save and such, I worked some more on my poncho, so that's exciting, I guess. And yeah, I've been drinking some tea, just having a little sit, being generally boring. But I think I have myself set up to do a bunch of things that I need to do tomorrow. Like I said, I'm going to try and can during the day tomorrow, I think. But I don't know how practical that's going to end up. So we'll see what happens. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. I got to put on a shawl tonight because it was cool. And I was serious, like, I'm cold. And I closed the window. And I'm like, I'm still cold. And I have solutions. So that's a fun time of year when it's starting to get cooler. It definitely makes for better sleeping. I'm hoping that shortly it will be cool in like the evening hours when Steve's trying to sleep, because I know that that makes a huge difference to him to be able to be a more comfortable temperature. And there's really just nothing you can do for a large part of the year. It's just extremely hot at, you know, early evening. But shortly it will be extremely cold. We just really want to like aim for that middle part where it's just extremely nice. Like it was tonight. It was beautiful when we got home from dance. So I'm going to bed early. Hopefully we'll get up on the earlier side of things tomorrow. But at the same time, I hope that I sleep fairly decently. And I'm getting sleepy. So I'm going to jump on that feeling. And I will see you all tomorrow. Nighty night.